From Smashing Time, a new manuscript in progress, started in December 2010 upon arrival in London. Okay, so the first one, Saturday School. In the heart of Istanbul, on a hill with crumbling buildings and buckets lowered from windows to collect bread and money, chimneys coming out of the walls, sideways, I am renting time. Back at Bilkent, Gerald steals my girl, who wasn't my girl, from Istanbul. Sun seeps out of pores. Americans sit on grass with Nalgene bottles. Julia and Julie, cats in the grass. We'll reach a new waist, tied checkered scarf round neck, drink till skin gets pricked, dream of becoming somebody. Train ride for Ted Berrigan. This is London, New York, Portadown, Las Vegas, Bellingham, Greensboro school poetry with a good dab of Turkey, Korea, Poland. Never mind Milton Keynes. Never mind the mountains of books, songs, experience. What about me? What about you? Man on beanbag shakes hands with man on beanbag. Man says to man, how tight to lace you? Man says to man, woman says to woman, stuck in the tunnel, minor delays. On the tube Friday afternoon, Metropolitan line, just pulling into Baker Street, stomach churning after Indian buffet in Kingsbury. It rained, my feet are damp, I need a beer. This is Friday, March 18th, 2011, the day after St. Paddy's. Here, drink this water. I got off at Crouch End after St. Paddy's 2 a.m., 'cause that's where this bus terminated. Wax hardened then falls from my ear. This is the proper way. No Q-tips. Let's not get precious. Let's not and say we didn't. All right. That's what my British friends say. All right, and yeah, being all right is all right. I started writing 'cause How Tight to Lace You was in Bernadette Mayer's Poetry State Forest from the old notebook, and this is the new notebook. Heading into tunnel, robot voice in prop Brit accent comes over distorted speakers. Pocket rubbings. Gums bleeding, fear of falling teeth. Dentist in Turkey yanked one out. It splintered. When in stress, stick tongue in hole. Last night's dream recollected in not much tranquility. War between Irish and Irish Americans. I in old couple's house in back room, bags packed. Teenagers dancing and drinking. Real fear, not gonna make it out. I had a walk in Ali Pali today near Wood Green Station, North London. Dogs there too. Drank coffee near Duck Pond. Eva there too. First in queue. Not sure about this pen, must lean more lightly. Lust happy and love, 'tis Sunday afternoon, Eva's hand in my pocket rubbing. Muddy tulips. I'll spend the royal wedding in Copenhagen. Do you got your energies? I woke up, the dreams are true, we'll meet later. A woman turns the Metro pages after licking fingers in disgust. Old jeans cracked under the pressure of attacking dogs. Bilkent University, Turkey, January 2010. Sometimes wake up clear, sometimes sullied. Have your say. Whose flight you realize? No geese in pond. To be honest with you, and damn botheration, staceless bumbly bear, in the cities of the bellies, what is this hit? Shh. Very evenly, the abominations of the belly frolic in infinite loveliness. Custard warm, soupy, under the apple pie warm. In Copenhagen we will see Grzegorz Wroblewski. They are cooking curries in the windows of my soul. O iodine, thy rod doth comfort, and we are pleased in Albion with his sniffly dragon gone down the dream pipes. The fire department of my face has sprung in spring in London. Another novel leads a pencil way to the potatoes of promise, rolls and rocks upon yon hill tides. This is my stationary arm. Greg's is not a real bakery, full of limp bread and crusted butter, coffeed or not coffeed enough. Kingsbury, Jubilee Line, Northwest London, 23rd March 2011. Let's return to the pathway of potatoes stuffed with valuable iodine. My hair doth climb the silver stairs where once a dooryard did bloom. Oh, Yonks, I came over for you, July '85. This is another immigrant song. For this we live another 1,000 years by the neck. Demo, oh, we will beat the pavement so firm. London, 26 March 2011. New thoughts in old packages, bleached underwear in the spin cycle. God bless you, ants. Can you exist without the others? Carrying apple tanks into the bunkers. Testosterone, how lucky to run into you. By the fronds of my tea nights, my hand-picked armies go off on your thighs. The bath. 2 children in South Bank Poetry Library, playing. One panted before running. Nostalgia hit. Brother Aaron, sister Chantel, young. Me young, mother young. We are all young. The world not yet dead. All ahead, now, behind. What's ahead? Rereadings, death, and friends. Anne Waldman, and now I will write a poem about the dawn, in which she writes, I took a nice hot bath, which I haven't in years, not since Bielsko-Biała, when I was sharing flat with fellow teacher from Dublin. We alternated who got the bath first. Once soaked in this bath after shaving pubic hair in prep for hernia op. At private Polish clinic, used whole life savings, age 33. All this from Anne Waldman's line, published 1970. It was summer, and I was still facing forward. Still thinking baths 3 poems on, but it's not the bath. The bath is only something for something like smell. I'm on a train to Brighton, sitting backwards. And there are Spanish across from us, and one of them is talking about Natalie Portman's dress, and licking the pages of a magazine. And I'm thinking of my mission, the official one I left at age 20, back in Boise, Idaho. We were moving through Clapham Junction, which looks like anywhere London, because all neighborhoods look alike, at least from trains and tubes and buses. But my mission was special, back in Boise, Idaho. I rode a stump jumper with rock shocks, and I handed out BOMs. A Mormon bodybuilder invited me for dinner and fed me unsalted popcorn as we watched tapes of building strength with the body as its own resistance. And across the street from the bodybuilder, there was a born-again who sipped her cigarette real slow, and another born-again down below who threw darts at pics of Joseph Smith and waited tables at Pizza Hut and told me about the importance of tips. The bodybuilder was 70 and ripped. On Sundays, we drank from little cups full of sanctimonious water, which was his blood, and a wad of bread, which was his body. And we sang real deep and bowed our heads. I had left for my mission from Hurricane, Utah, but most of my time in America at this point was spent in Las Vegas, where I landed after Milton Keynes. And from Hurricane I left to my mission and went to Boise, Idaho. My parents had chickens and so many peaches we just mowed them into the grass. And the chickens, and later one horse, and father changed his accent from Manchester to Western. The crawdads came into the creek bed. I was never a horseshoe champion. While I was on my mission in Boise, Idaho, Alyssa Wadsworth was in northern Utah eating ice cream at Utah State University. Alyssa Wadsworth with curly red hair who read me Whitman down by the creek in Hurricane, Utah. I touched her bum in my bedroom, and my father caught us. I kissed her in the garden, and she did cartwheels. This was the same night I heard the voices of my ancestors in the back garden, wondering about being first-generation American after watching Far and Away, starring Tom Cruise, in which a poor Irishman falls for a rich Anglo-Irish princess who was really Nicole Kidman, the landlord's daughter. And he was the stereotypical Irish boxer, and she renounced her riches, but they get their land in America. And well, I was in Hurricane, Utah, before my mission, with the chickens in the backyard, after kissing Alyssa Wadsworth, and the whispers of Joey, an uncle who went crazy after the first big war and lived in Portadown not far from Oakwood Place, who rode his bicycle everywhere and got egged and collected newspapers for years and years to hold on to time and so on. And I had my American accent now, and I felt these ghosts in the backyard in Hurricane, Utah before my mission in Boise, Idaho. But then a voice said the others were coming, which is another movie with Nicole Kidman about ghosts, but I haven't seen it. And the heaviness descended, but all of this was my imagination, which counts for most of this life. I prayed to see angels every night and felt almost something every time the trucks passed with their lights through my window. I was born on Jesus' birthday, and sometimes I thought I might have been Jesus, or at least his best friend, but I wasn't. On my mission in Boise, Idaho, I read the missionary guide every morning at 5. On my mission in Boise, Idaho, I couldn't part my hair the right way, couldn't look clean enough. When I returned, I got a perm. This was 95. The Spanish on this train planned their day. What is the purpose of life was once one of my pickup lines, back then and maybe now. Eat Cafe, South Bank. I struggled to get back into work, and then I was offered 5 jobs from nothing. He put in a word. He knew someone. Suitable. I don't know whether he panicked. He got a good enough redundancy. God. You still have to pay for all the other bits. The parents feel responsible. That's exactly the thing. Are you sorted? Is it a nice row bike? You'll have to pay for the uniform. IT for 12 years, and then you're in another level. She's bossy. She's a doormat. Food all over her mouth. She's not to have her tea in the lounge. Just to do something. She didn't ring her, and I didn't ring me. And then the transfer came through. More time. Russell Square Cafe. Here in Russell Square, with the Kindness of Strangers by Philip Whalen, given to me by Tim Atkins, Piper Down Pen, an old world pub, State Street, Salt Lake City, Utah. The first fella I was really naked with was Matt Dalby. Man in checkers calls out the numbers, full English breakfast. The sun is here beating down on jeans like Vegas. The Chinese come in sundresses, double-decker buses. I smell bacon, I smell bacon. Ever wants ice cream from Galateria, London Sun. Number 24, please, number 24, please. I'm at the center stitch of this notebook. I went to the market, and oh, what fresh ox carts. Bleu. Women pull down shoulder straps, shoulders bake shoulders. The Russians have returned to Russell Square with da and da. Feel teeth with tongue grimy behind 4 bottom front teeth. In 2006 in South Korea, Chom Suk scraped it. Free gums. Toy pistols, water pistols, spud pistols, Milton Keynes, England, 1983. You have on there a record, and then you scroll down till you get what you want. Number 20, eat please, number 20, eat please. It's service. Ta, ta. Bake of this whale fat, farted out breakfast, empty tummy. She's not fat, she's bigger than me. She's got a nice face. Very thoughtful, very thoughtful. Loads of clothes. And when I haven't got any money, I don't like things. She earns good. Are you prepared to count them out? How did you get such long fingers? He's gone odd. Surely will be 50 pounds in there tomorrow. Chinese in sundresses dipping their chocolate, taking off shoulder straps. Bon voyage, bon voyage. Metal chair hard, must stake out piece of grass. Bad chocolate donut, £1.80. Words from nerve fiber, contemplate mind state of Korea, Poland, Italy. They're not Germans, you can't see from the angle. Yeah, like so I thought it was like so, yeah. I like very much. Italian homophobics. It willa be a sprezzatura. Cascia alta, I gotta give her for a bacca. I got a bottle ready. She's a posh tit. Chocolate crumbs under freshly shaved fingernails. Wonder who's smiting me on the inside. Nummer 90, please. Nummer 90, please. You are what you eat, Jelly Bean. You eat me, I eat me, we are a happy family. The Russians tell us what to do, the right is in power. If your right hand smite your left hand, you get a bit more sun in Paris. Here you because you urban bus. If you have an umbrella, they don't here have proper showers, proper sun. And we lived, yeah, it was completely true. The flap of Alexandria, they were eating, home nuance gone. I left my proper job to start a job. I think everywhere is terrified.